Warning, if you're under 14 and you are not allowed to watch this video, please click off this video because there will be curse words, some situation that's implied in private, or something else that's going to be in this video or other videos on my channel. I will not be accused of saying something bad in front of some kids, even though this video is only for 14 and up. If you're under that, please leave this video because I will not be responsible for any of that. So, if you're over 14 and you want to watch this video, please move forward and listen to my stories that I want to tell you. And I hope you have a good day. Stories go through the air. You can listen and you cannot. But stories are here to help. Understand what is right and what is wrong. But sometimes stories can do the opposite. There's no right or wrong. You have to form your own opinion. But that is not what you're here for. You're here to listen to this silly little god of this channel listens to his mind going on about his stories, about the different worlds where he's traveling to, and where he can make some small different in a timeline. Welcome to the Blue Mask What If channel. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys will enjoy my video, and let's begin this little intro actually. Hello everyone, Blue Mask here, and did you like my new intro to my channel? Because I thought that the thing I made a couple of months ago was alright, but it was not that good. So I decided to change it into this, and I kind of fucking like it more than my old one because I didn't have that warning in the beginning. So I really do enjoy this one. So I hope you guys do too, and yeah, that's just what I do here. And welcome back to the fourth actually. The fourth part of What If Deku Was the Reincarnation of Link. Now, I forget a lot of stuff that happens in my story, and I think that's kind of annoying for you guys to hear me just contemplating on. So I decided to take down some important notes. I haven't wrote everything down, like Izuku has already met class 1A because of the UA kindergarten for heroes. So I wanted to do this with What If Deku Was the Reincarnation of Link is Deku lose his right arm, Zelda lose her ring finger and little finger on her right side as well. The robot arm has cannon, bow, spear, wrecking ball, and grappling hand. And right now they're 18. They're right now in UA High or UA College. They were 14 when they fell in. They spent a year up in the surface. And Zelda X Deku. Yeah, that's more important notes than I have ever taken down. So yeah, there's going to be a little more changes to my channel, and I think that's kind of a good idea for me to do. So I hope you guys will enjoy my video, and let's begin. We hear birds chirping in the air outside of Izuku's room. Right now he was sleeping on his bed with Zelda by his side. He was waking up from the noises that came from the birds outside. Oh Why are they so loud? Don't mind them, they're just birds. Yeah, but they're still loud as hell in the morning. I'm starting to think they're a problem with me and them. Isuku, please. Fine. Anyways, where is Amethyst and Ruby coming? Afternoon. We have some few hours beforehand. Great, let's go make some, morning breakfast then. Isuku stood up and both of them went over to their closet and started to, put on some clothes, helping each other out with some outfits they want to wear. After they got changed and got everything ready, they went down to the kitchen area where they saw... Oh, Izumi? Bakugo? I've never seen you two cook. Huh? Oh, it's... Deku. I thought you weren't a morning person. I am. I've lived in the dark so much that if light even hit my face, I immediately wake up. Or the chirping of birds. Really? Bakugo, I've been down in the depths for 3 years, and I haven't heard a bird for that many years at that point. It's kind of not to wake up to different sounds. He is right about that. Zelda walked over and helped out Izumi to pick out ingredients. So, what are we making? Something easy, maybe eggs, bacon. How about pancakes if some of them doesn't need meat? Oh yeah, that makes sense as well. I can take pancakes, I made them a lot. Don't worry about it. Good, I'll take care of eggs. Girls, we can make some bread and bacon and some sausage. Great. Thanks. Where do we got some, where do you have ingredients for making pancakes? Checked some of the cabinets, I don't know. Isuku ran around with Bakugo and the others also going around picking out items as well. Do someone need butter? Because I need it as well. Not me. I don't think we need baking butter. No. Great. How about some salt? There is salt in pancakes, right? I forgot sometimes. I don't know. Don't try that. Yeah, okay. Isuku and the others took out ingredients and started to make some food. After some an hour and a half of making their food, a lot of the others has arrived down into the common room. First of them was actually Ida that came back from his run with Yaoyorozu by his side. Good morning, you four. Oh, it's the Four Eyes. Bakugo, how many times do I have to tell? Never mind, you're never gonna listen. You got that right. Anyways, how are you four? We're doing fine. We're just making some breakfast for everyone. Oh, that is quite delicious. What is there? We got some pancakes, we got eggs, bacon, bread, sausage, or something else everyone wants to eat. Maybe tomorrow we get waffles. Maybe. All of them started to cook when... damn it. Why do we not have electric stoves in here? Izuku turned to see Bakugo, well, fiddling with the stovetop that was gas instead of, well, heating up whatever the glass ones are. Maybe it's old? Maybe. I have heard that this used to be a 10-year-old building. Oh, right. College, everything else. That makes sense. We need new of this because the fire is not working. Oh, let me do that. Huh? Princess, I thought you were in the support. Before Bakugo could even, well, talk anymore, Zelda's finger turned into her, well, welding finger and just lighted up with the gas one. You forgot that I have a robot finger, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I didn't know that could actually work. It does, and it's quite useful. Yeah, fixing my arm. And my fingers. That is quite disturbing, you two. Yeah, it's kind of normal when you have prosthetic limbs and... yeah, limbs. I never ask. I don't actually remember if they ask. How did you lose your arm, Midoriya? Oh, I thought I told you guys yesterday. Didn't I? Please leave that in the comments if you guys want to, because I have forgotten that. I think some of us listens and the other were talking to each other. Oh, so you must be in the other group then. I lost it in a spar with a psychotic person from, well, I think it was Bakugo's old class actually. Oh, Ponytail was actually in that class. I think she hated that guy. Midoriya, are you that kid that lost an arm in Hyrule? Oh yeah, you saw that. Sorry about that. No, it's quite good that I know you are right. I was quite worried for a couple of months, but I've forgotten it over time before you reminded me. Oh, sorry about that. No, it's quite alright. I have a therapist. Oh, that's quite good actually. Then, may I ask, how did you lose your finger, princess? Zelda, please. I'm not princess of Japan, I'm princess of Hyrule. That doesn't mean that, well, I'm princess all around. All around the world, I'm just princess of Hyrule. Just call me Zelda, that's more appropriate here. We're, well, schoolmates, not actual classmates. Of course, Zelda. How did you lose your finger? Oh, when we fell down to the depths, me and Izuku, he tried to protect me from, well, my father's sword that was broken in half when that stupid asshole tried to get us up, but accidentally made us fall down to the depths, and made sure that I lost my ring finger and my little finger. And let me say, it's not nice to lose a limb. It's painful all around the spot and in your mind. Yeah, you can say that again. Of course I can say that again. We both lived through losing something of us. You, your arm, me, my fingers. If Izuku hadn't moved me, I would probably not wave to you guys with my whole hand. I would probably just have some of my, well, arm. But luckily he did. He's such a loyal knight to me. Of course I'm a loyal knight. I'm your only knight. Oh, that's quite adorable. But my family has multiple nights, Shizuku. It's a... Damn it. It's quite a sugar rush watching you two talk. I must agree with Bakugo. Oh my, did we, No, my sister-in-law. It's quite adorable to watch a married couple talk. Sister, are you kidding me? What? You two are a married couple. Forget it. Anyways, when are you two birds actually coming? Like, their names are Amethyst and Ruby, right? Yeah, mine is Ruby, Amethyst is Zelda's. We named them after the crystals because of their color. Amethyst is kind of a purple color, and Ruby is, of course, red, so I chose that. Quite interesting, brother. What the hell would you have named them? Red and purple? I mean, oh my god, you would actually name them red and purple? Shut up, brother. Yeah, I'll shut up now. Get back to making food, they're gonna burn, for God's sake. Okay, chef. Yes, chef. Never mind. All four of them was done making their breakfast when the others arrived down to, well, the ground floor. Man, what is that smell? Denki rushes over to see, we'll see their table. Whoa, who made this? We did. Izuku came out with some more, food items, I don't know what to do with, and put it on the tables. There is something for everyone. If you don't like meat, don't eat meat. If you don't like eating animals parts, don't eat animal parts. That's simple. The others said thank you for the food and started to dig in. Man, you four are good cooks. How did you learn? Denki sat beside Izuku when he started to talk. Oh, learned it down in the depths. Zelda did as well, and I don't know about Bakugo and Izumi over here. We learned it because we kinda got left alone a lot back home. Yeah, it's a kind of problem with something with our parents. Oh, that is quite interesting. And Ruby and Amethyst will come later. Probably in a few hours or so. Cool, I really want to see those birds. Before Denki could talk even more, a little shock came from his side. Ow! Hey! Don't do that. Come on, Jiro! No. Fine. God. All of them was done eating when a person walked in through the door. This being a black-haired man with a scarf around his neck. This being Mr. Aizawa, and Izuku, Izumi, Zelda, and I also think Bakugo would recognize him when he strutted in. Hello, students. Oh, it seems like you have already done eating. Didn't know you have breakfast yet. Oh, we made that, sir. Hello, Midoriya. It's been a long time since I've seen you. It has, sir. Midoriya, you know him? Yeah, this is Eraserhead. He's a teacher here at UA, and it seems like he's a homeroom teacher. Correct. I am your homeroom teacher, Shota Aisawa. I am also called Eraserhead when I'm on the job. Now, in a few hours, you will go to the main school and go into class. You will introduce yourself there, but afterwards we have to do something else. Grab your PE uniform before you leave. And Miss Zelda, I was gonna inform you that you have to meet up with Mr. Powerloader. Sorry. Yes, sir. Alright. Get ready for the school day, everyone. Meet you back in class. Well, meet you in class. Eraserhead walked off afterwards, and everyone started to get ready for the school day. An hour or two later, Izuku was sitting in his classroom looking around and seeing everyone that was there. Except for... yeah, it's only Izumi, so I say Mineta is not in the school. Izuku looked in front when he heard the door open and Mr. Aisawa came in a... Is he in a sleeping bag? What the... I have never seen a teacher like this beforehand. Same here. Wait. Tutors, Izumi. Oh, okay, I understand now. Eraserhead got up to the podium and stood up in his sleeping bag. Good, you all arrived on time and got quiet when I walked in. But it took like 7 seconds for you all to be quiet. Now, put on these uniform and get out there. Sir, shouldn't we do introduction? I got informed that you did that yesterday. And I did it in the morning, so we don't have to do that. Now please go out to the grounds, we have to do something important. Everyone was shocked by this, but grabbed their uniform and walked out to the changing rooms. When Izuku was in the changing room changing into his uniform, he did it quite quickly. Midoriya, bro. Izuku turned around to see that Eiichiro Kirishima was talking to him. Why are you changing that fast? Well, it's Eraserhead. Oh wait, right, you don't know him. Eraserhead is kind of a strict teacher, and he talked about time when he came into the classroom, so I think we have to hurry up and get out there. Now that you mention it, he seemed kind of a strict teacher. When everyone heard their conversation, they immediately sped up a little more in gear. After 6 minutes of being in the locker room, everyone of the boys got out there in, well, record time actually, 6 minutes beforehand. Well, no, 4 minutes before they have to be there. And after 1 minute later, the girls actually arrived as well. Izumi stood right beside Izuku and he asked, "You motivated them, didn't you?" "I did. I told him he's probably a strict teacher, so he doesn't want anyone to be late to his lessons." Sorry about that little cut. My recording got cut off when my screen went dead. Sorry about that burp. When Izumi and Izuku looked forward to Mr. Aisawa that was holding a watch, looking at his watch. "Congratulations, you're actually the first students that actually made it early on time." There is no time for rhyme, well, having fun and everything else when you're going to be a hero of everyone. You have to protect them and everything else, and nothing is fair. Let me make that clear. You've been on this earth for 18 to 17 years. You probably have learned a lot over those years. So you must know, there's nothing black or white. There's mostly gray. But there is white and dark, light and dark. But there's not, sorry, I messed that up. There's not mostly white or darkness, light or darkness in this world. There are a little light and a little more darkness. But there's a lot of gray areas in the whole entire world. And you must know that. So that's why you're here, to train to be a hero, so you can combat that. And being on time or being early is the most important thing you can do. You have to get there quickly and efficiently. And this is also why we have to, well, test your quirks. So this is a quirk test for everyone and your abilities. Do you understand me? Everyone said yes sir to, well, Aisawa. Good. Now, Bakugo Katsuki, please come up here. Bakugo went up there and did his whole stick and everything else. And in the kind of this exam thing, Izuku actually came around not in the highest because of, well, his quirklessness, but more because he doesn't have his items. He only has his grapple arm. But Izuku did actually kind of well on a lot of parts, like the push-up, the sit-ups, and the, well, flexibilities test and everything else. So Izuku did quite good on his tests. Alright everyone. Now for the last thing we have to do, the ball throw. Izuku stood there when he raised his arm. Yes, Midoriya. Can I use one of my support items, sir? Which one? The cannon one? You have 5 minutes. Go and get it. Izuku nodded and immediately rushes off because he actually knows where the support item, well, where the support people are. Well, no, he gets 10 minutes. Izuku immediately rushes into the building and rushes to the first year support item. He glides to the door and knocks on it when he hears a "Come in." Izuku opens the door and looked inside. Oh, sir, you are Izuku Midoriya, am I correct? Yes, sir. Izuku, what are you doing here? Zelda walked over to, well, Izuku. Hi, do you have my support belt? I do. Why? Can I get the cannon part of my arm? Izuku, why do you need the cannon part? It's a test, and I really need it. It's just the only thing I need. Okay, let me get the item. Zelda walked over to her support area and picked up Izuku's cannon and walked back. Here you go. I can do that on the field. Thank you. Izuku hugged Zelda and just rushes back to where he was. Huh. Weird. Anyways. Zelda walked back into, her support items and did some more tech work. Power Loader was kind of like, okay. Izuku took around 7 minutes to go to the support items and get back to, well, where he should be. You were quick on your feet. That's good. Did you get your item? Yeah, I got my item. Just give me a minute. Izuku pressed a button on his arm and asked Izumi to help him. He walked over and took the part of his arm off. This is kinda weird. Ha! You don't say. I have to do that a lot, you know. Sorry. Sorry about that. My mic just fell a little to the ground. Izuku grabbed his cannon arm and put it, on it and walked over to Mr. Aizawa. Do you have your items? Yes, sir. Sorry. Alright, here. Aizawa gave Izuku the ball, and Izuku put something into the cannon part and put the ball into the front. Miss Jiro, I recommend, closing your hearing. It's gonna be a little loud. Oh, okay. She holds her hands in front of her face, and Izuku pointed it upwards, calculating how much it needs and everything else. And then Izuku, fired. Izuku used there is water, there is ice, lightning, fire. So there's actually no wind crystal. Izuku pulled in a fire crystal and launched it into the air. After 5 minutes, the counter beeped and it said around the same area as Bakio. He was just one tact higher. Alright, good job, Izuku. Now go back and change your arm back. Yes, sir. Izuku walked over and, put back his, grapple arm. After Izuku put back his grapple arm and he stood in line with anyone... Sorry. After Izuku put back on his, grapple arm, he stood beside his sister in his group. Alright, here's the scores of the test. I don't want to really, say it out loud. Aizawa showed each person and their individual scores and where they rank in the class. Now, this can change over time, and you need to train hard to become actual heroes. Do you understand me? Everyone said yes, sir. Good. Now, go and change and hit the showers. All of you are sweaty as hell. And I can smell it from here. Aizawa walked away when the class just looked confused. He can smell it from here? Is he serious? I mean, we did just exercise a long time. Yeah, you're kind of right. Of course I'm right. I'm your older brother. Yeah, fine. Let's just go. Izuku turned around and the class went into their locker rooms and changed into, hit the showers and changed into their normal school outfit. After the change and the first day of the school, it didn't end because they still went to where Nezu made his speech. And because they were quite earlier, they finished early. So they went to Nasu's speech and got some information and met the teachers and got some stuff they had to get. Afterwards, when the whole thing was over and they were informed they could go back to their common rooms, the group met up with Zelda. Yeah, I think Zelda, and I think there's another. I think I said Ida was in a relationship with May. I have to look back on that. I will figure that out. But afterwards, when the group got together with Zelda walking with Izuku back to their house, they got informed by, they got stopped by one of the teachers, that is Midnight. Excuse me, you two. Yes, Midnight Sensei. It seems like a package has arrived with some personal stuff of yours. Oh, it's here? Yes, it's right outside of your dorm room. Thank you very much. Or the Alliance house. Thank you very much, Midnight Sensei. Of course, sweetheart. You two have fun. She walked away and towards the school, going to do her own work. Izuku and Zelda turned back and rushes towards the common room, their Alliance dorm. When they arrived, they saw the class looking at, two birds standing in their garden. This being Ruby and Amethyst. When Izuku and Zelda walked over to their birds and pet them, both of them got cuddled up to them. Oh, it's good to see you too, Ruby. It's been a few days. Izuku took the lead from a pole that was in the ground and took his bird over to where a little horse stable was, but big as, double the size for Ruby and Amethyst. Izuku walked over to this place and walked Ruby into his room. This is where you'll be sleeping, Ruby. Are you comfortable? Ruby squawked and just leaned his beak over to Izuku that just pet him. That is a huge bird. Yeah? He's quite big, isn't he? Izuku turned around to see his classmates looking at, Ruby and Amethyst. I didn't know they was that big. Yeah, they are, and it's quite comfortable flying on their backs. Really? Yeah, it is. Izuku pet, Ruby, and Zelda got some fish that Ruby and Amethyst could eat. What is their species actually? Izumi walked over by Izuku's side and started to pet Ruby as well. Izumi has met Ruby multiple times beforehand. I never asked that question. Oh, he's a Skyloft. I've forgotten what they are actually called. That's been a long time. I need to write some things down. He's a whatever they're called. Izuku just went in and just helped Ruby with some stuff. Like you treat a horse, Izuku does the same thing for Ruby. Yeah, but how did you actually find them? Oh, they were attacked by their kind, but their kind was more corrupted than these two. Corrupted? How? Serrated teeth, crazed looking eyes that went out for blood. They even killed monsters in the depths. And Ruby and Amethyst here are their only kind, male and female. So we protected them and they became our pets. Well, partners actually. Yeah, they have been with us for almost 2 years now. Maybe almost 3. That is so sweet. It is. Izuku looked back and saw that the rest of the class walked inside, actually seeing the birds but still had a lot to do. It seems like the others wasn't interested enough. Anyways. Izuku walked out of the stable area for Ruby, and Zelda and Izuku and Izumi went inside. They did their homeworks and everything else, and started to, talk and play some video games together. The next day came, and Izuku was in his class doing, math, English, Japanese, and anything else a normal school day was supposed to do. When it was time for the last class, when he heard, "Oh, I am here." Sorry. And we just see that All Might came in through the door. I come in through the door like a normal person. Izuku is just like, why? Izumi kind of smiled, but was kind of, seriously, Dad? Seriously, Dad Might? All Might did his normal explanation and everything else. And when he said, "And now you don't look like heroes if you don't check out your suits." When Izuku just had a thought like, wait, our suits, but Izuku raised his hand and All Might saw it. Yes, young Izuku. Sorry about that. It's fine, we're twins. Why are we gonna test out our suits immediately? Explain, young Midoriya, I don't understand. I mean, usually it's just a normal thing for people that's trained to be guards for the royal family in Hyrule. We check our equipment first before we test it in combat. Yes, but we are in Hidden Hero course, and it's a little more different than that, young Midoriya. I mean, yeah, but isn't it safer to check our equipment first? All Might was about to speak when he thought about it. You're correct. That was not what I did, but times has changed, and so did technology. Never mind the battle then. Let's go. Take your suit and let's go to where you did your exercises yesterday. All Might rushes out of the building and informed Nezu of the change of schedule. After some few moments of the student checking and everything else, Izuku actually just have his normal Izuku just has his hero tunics on and everything else that was made by Zelda. Because he has tested that, and he has tested that a lot, so he just knows his outfit in and out. Izuku actually put his outfit on in 2 minutes that the guys have not even changed yet. When Izuku went out into the courtyard, he saw that All Might was in his weaker form. So, battle, huh? Young Izuku, I didn't Cut the crap. I know you're my stepdad, All Might. And I know you have told my secrets and no one is around right now. And this is the outfit I met you in, remember? Right, you know that outfit in and out. You told me a couple of times when we have met. How have your day been here on the campus? Quite nice and everything else. I got Ruby here, actually, yesterday. I've heard that. Store kind of a commotion in the teacher's lounge. Well, we do allow pets here, right? We do, young Midori. Well, young Isuku. But my question, battle? Seriously? I took from my old master and started with a battle when he taught us. Well, my old classmates. And what happened? We got injured and I realized that afterwards. That is quite an idiotic idea. Thank you for that, young Isuku. It's fine. I can help you out. I still am a, knight of the Hyrule. Yes, so you do know a lot of equipment. Both of them heard that footstep was coming over, so All Might puffed up to his, stronger form. Isuku stood there watching the other classmate and he saw, oh my god, there's so many flaws I can see. When All Might saw Isuku's reaction with his head just on his head just looking at everyone's costume, he knew, yeah, it's better to do this than everything else. Alright young people. We're gonna see your outfits and see what that can be changes and everything else before we go into battle. Now, I've talked to young Midoriya here and it seems like he can help you very much with outfits. And I can see, oof, there's a lot of changes here. When All Might said that, the students kinda looked shocked. Wait, why? Mina Ashido came over and stood in front of the group. Okay. Guys, I'm still a knight of the Hyrule. I came here to get my hero's license, like I said when we met up. And my dad is a blacksmith of Hyrule. So he knows about how to make armor and everything else. And I kind of picked up that thing over time. Well, Zelda is more privy to doing blacksmith stuff in the forge and technology and everything else. But I still pick up some few things. Yeah, I can also see that. Izumi walked to Izuku's side and looked at everyone. Izumi was actually the only costume that actually met up to Izuku's standards for a hero costume. Alright, Symbol A. Well, go on, I actually want to know your opinion here. It's good to know other people's opinion and your students' one. Students can still teach older people. Okay. Let me get another. Wait. Where is Hakakure? Izuku looked around when he saw some gloves floating in the air. Hi, I'm over here. Hakakure? Yes? Are you invisible fully right now? Izuku couldn't see Hakakure that looked down on her body and looked up. Yes? Do you have a suit on you right now that has protection and everything and you could turn it off when you are in that? Or are you naked? I am completely naked. Excuse me, what? Yeah, I was informed that wasn't technology to make an invisible suit for me. Hagekore, I will be brutally honest. Go back, change into your uniform, and come back. But why? Hagekore, you're naked. Yeah? And what can you do when you have clothes? Be seen? Keep warmth in your body and get a little more protection. Hagekore just looked at him with a confused look. All Might Sensei, please help me here. I can agree. Please, young Hagekore, go back and change into your PE or your school uniform, please. I will not have accidents here right now. Okay. Hagekore went back and went in. After some few minutes, she went back to a locker, still having her boots and gloves on. Okay, I put on the PE uniform and, well, let me guess. The underwear. Yes. Good. Can you walk beside Izumi here? Okay. Now, for the record, let's imagine this was Hagekore's outfit she came out in, meaning gloves and boots. Dumbest decision, Hagekore, you have ever made. But why? 1. There is DNA fabric that can make a costume and materials out of your hair. Wait, I was informed that didn't exist. Oh, it does. Why do you think Ryukyu could have a dress that could expand with her? That is made out of her own hair. That's why her hair is so short. And everything else. Izuku threw out some more ideas. You were completely nude, meaning that you could be hit in the stomach, or if in a lucky case, in the head, meaning you're dead. Hagekore, gloves and boots are not the best thing to have in a field. So I would recommend after this you will go to the support course and get a better fucking outfit. Yeah, okay. And second part, this is a costume that is supposed to be. Izuku turned. Wait, I don't actually have a pictures of Izumi's hero outfit. Give me a second, I will just pop. Alright, here's Izumi's outfit and everything else. And this is a much better outfit, even though it still has some flaws. Sorry. It's fine. It's fine. It's still a good actual piece of armor. What is so special about it? Izuku turned to Hagekore that was standing beside Izumi. Well, for one, Hagekore, her body is protected by a almost dad-proof cloth. I know this because I have helped her with her outfit. And one thing, she has a belt with support items, healing supplies and everything else. 1. 2. She actually has armor pieces on. Izumi has a... You can't actually see it because she has... Well, it's under her cloth. Izumi has a bit of a small little bulletproof plating in her costume. It's a little more bulletproof than anything else. And second of all, her cape can be useful. It can cover her body so no one can actually, stab it, or she can use it for attack. But if it's pulled, Izuku grabbed the back, Izumi's cloak and pulled it, but Izumi grabbed something in her, cloak, and the cloak just snapped off. After that, Izuku took the cloak and put it back to, handed it to Izumi that just put it on again, and it worked fine. Izumi has also reinforced her body parts, her arms and legs, and it's still light for her. You need to improve your costume so you can be protected. Hagakure, you are not. You can also be damaged by the elements. I have to help Izumi also with her resistance to the elements as well. I see, then. Good. Oh, sorry. Now, me and All Might will go around, and also Izumi will help you out with ideas and everything else. Now, let's begin. The three of them walked around and helped other people with some items, like Momo and her book. Izuku was just like, it's on your back and you could break your back if you fell on it wrong, Momo. Why is it jutting out? It was for holding my book. But it's dangerous. So much dangerous. I can admit, I've fallen on rocks. If that was there, I've broken my back and I wouldn't be the #1 hero anymore. When they turned to Todoroki, that half of his body was covered in ice, Izuku was just like, why are you covering your half of your side? I wanted to. Young Todoroki, I must ask, that is a dumb idea. Todoroki, you're covering half of your body, meaning you're giving yourself more hypothermia quickly. You are covered in ice. I can resist ice. Todoroki, Shoto, your costume is awful. You will change it? Izumi started to float and just looked at, Todoroki menacingly. Or I will. Yes, ma'am. Good. She floated down to the ground and said, also use your fire, for God's sake. You can't handle all that ice. No. Daddy issues? Daddy issues. Okay, I get it. After that, they went over to everyone else, and Uraraka had some complaints. Shochi was kind of fine, but still needs some improvement. And they got to Bakugo. Bakugo? Yeah? Why do you have giant grenades on your arm? Bigger explosions. I'm afraid to ask, but that is a big bomb. Yes. On your hands. Near your hands. Yeah. You will not be training with those, will you? Of course I will. Young Bakugo, that is an awful idea. What do you say? He is right, Bakugo. Really, I told you not to do it, but you did it. At least your clothes has some, resistant to everything that you could have. Thank you! Yeah, no problem. After went all through that, the class went into their classroom. Now, this was not what I planned, but this was a productive class. And next time I will teach you some more theoretical things. about laws and everything else. Now, watch me run out of that door like a normal person. And All Might just disappeared out of the door. That is not normal. Izuku just said that a little bit louder than normal, so All Might could hear it. God, that is clearly not normal. You're right, but what can we do? You know what exactly we could do. No. Damn it. After that, they went to their dorm after class, and Zelda was there. Well, Zelda had to feed their. Zelda was there for a couple more hours because they have overtime because of their hero classes, so they can't do club activities or anything else. So when Izuku arrived back with his classmates, Zelda went over and said hello to Izuku. How was your first day of hero class? We were about to battle, but there's a lot of outfits that needed to be changed. Oh dear. The support course is gonna be a lot more students for class 1A, right? Yup. Well, I can see to that. Anyways, do you want to rest for a little while up in our room? Of course, I'm tired. Good, come with me. Both of them walked up to Izuku's room, and both of them leaned back on the bed. And Izuku fell asleep after that, really tired for the day. Now that is gonna be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed my video, and hope you will enjoy my new intro and see what you guys like about it. And this is the further announcement. There will be, if you guys have questions, and I want you guys questions about my series that I can answer. So leave them in the comments so you guys can send it to me and I can answer in the next video, because I actually want to do those kind of Q&A videos. That is kind of enjoyable for me, and I really want you guys questions, and not many ideas, because that kind of ruined the series for me, and I don't think I want to pick that up again. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy my video and my new intro. And yeah, good morning, good morning, good morning, farewell, goodbye. I can't do the outro today. What the fuck? Good morning, goodbye, farewell, see you later. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, my blue max. Bye bye.